Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me once again. Well, I've been talking a bit lately, haven't I, about the choices we have with regard to what we do with Parliament, who we vote for, how we go about things, or do we just sit at home and do absolutely bugger all? Well, I'm very much a believer in that we're programmed to think certain things, think in certain ways. In that regard, we only have two choices, Conservative or Labour. That seems to be the done deal. Well, it's not. More and more people are realizing that they're two cheeks of the same backside. That is the flavor of it, really. So what they will do, again, because of the way we're programmed, they'll look at another party within that house, Liberal Democrats, the Green Party, and others. In short, they could inadvertently get this country into a hell of a lot of trouble. Now, I want to talk about the Green Party. Green being green, environmentalist, and all the rest of it. You think you got trouble with Sadiq Khan and everyone else? You ain't seen nothing yet. I've got an email that I got sent through with regard to some of the policies that they could try and implement if they ever got into a serious position of power. And it really is quite bad. Check some of these out. We'll share them together. Reduced distances travelled. According to them, the past decades have seen a dramatic rise in the distances generally being travelled and a great shift towards the use of less equitable and unsustainable methods of transport. That means more people using private vehicles, with fewer drivers opting for public transport. In order to change this, the Green Party wants to reduce the total distance travelled by reducing journey lengths through the development of retention of local facilities. Now that, folks, to me, sounds like the implementation of these 15-minute cities, pulling it all in so people don't have to go anywhere. Now, let's have a look at the next thing. Creation of a road hierarchy. They aim to implement a more widespread road hierarchy than is currently in place. This wouldn't just affect road users either, but also transport planning. At the top of the list would be walking and disabled access, followed by cycling and public transport. Could you imagine a builder on a bicycle with all their tools? Private motor vehicles such as cars and high-powered motorcycles would come well underneath, followed by heavy goods vehicles and aeroplanes. You can already see the situation where they're getting fined for going into certain areas. Reduction in car parking, so making it more difficult to park. And here's, a couple of them. New cars are to be zero emissions by 2027. We already know that's not going to happen. 3 years away. And petrol and diesel to be off the roads by 2035. Again, not going to happen. And they're talking about this thing to do with a scrappage scheme. And as we know through London, that's not exactly foolproof. Putting the fuel duty up, that's an election loser for anybody. And here's a key thing here, an introduction of road charging. And they'll go, oh, no, we wouldn't do such a thing. We wouldn't do such, any party that's got environment or anything like that in their manifesto anywhere, they're going to make it as difficult as possible for the cars. So there you go. Just think about what you're doing. Think about where you're looking and going to put that X on the box and the consequences it can have on your everyday life. Because if you make the wrong choice, there will be plenty. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, hit the like button, share me on your social media, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.